Most people keep running about in Dibia's chambers, looking for the name of their shi. Mana nwere ihe m chọrọ ịgwa gị tata. Abịa na ọdịnanị na omenani Igbo. Ndị Igbo nwere very unique way of identifying with their individual chi. Because chi is actually, your chi is you. The part of you that is not seen is your chi. Why you are the part of your chi that is seen. Now, we often hear that the unseen controls the seen. The spiritual controls the physical. Whatever that happens to chi reflects on the body, which is you. Now, I want to actually ibunye gị uche. It is not about ịdị na-agbagharị na be dibịa ka dibịa gbara gị afa gbara afa chi gị. Such attitude makes you weak. It makes you dependent on your fellow human being. It makes you less confident. That is whereby you are waiting on someone else to give your chi a name. That is actually what you are looking for. I want to know the name of my chi. But in the Igbo cosmology, Ọdịnanị Omenani Igbo, we Igbos name our chi. We name our chi. How do we do that? We name our chi by the name we give to ourselves. That is why you see an Igbo man bearing mighty names. Names of valor, names of brevity. I have severally suggested some practices to us, my followers, my audience, my people that listen to me. I want to hear on one day that in order to fuel the energy of your chi the more, you have to do two things. Aside the normal traditional way of inye chi egolo akụkọ egbuoru chi esie nri eme saraka. Aside that, I have also suggested two practices that help you to always energize your chi, even without animal, without obalano. Number one, the name you address your chi. The name with which you address your chi carries energy. Sometimes, as a man, nwoke ka na-agwakarị ife a. Nwoke ka na-agwakarị ife a. As a man, as an Igbo man you are, learn to address your she by the name that gives you confidence, the name that stirs in you confidence, the feeling of confidence, the feeling of power, the feeling of brevity, the feeling of a warrior, the feeling of fulfillment, the name that arouses in you these good feelings. I have told you that the highest energy with which to feed any deity anymore in this universe we live is your feelings, your emotion. That is the highest, the apex of the energy that is accompanied by your human will. Of course, it is the will that strikes the mind and the emotion. It's the will that propels them. After goes a long way in setting your she on that pedestal, on that height of consciousness, of strength, of energy. Nya mere ụmụ Igbo ifu nwoke ọ na-aza ọ natara dike mma, ọ natara agụ ife ọkpụ n'ọnụ, dike njikerere. Ọ sị gị na afọ ya bụ o mere ihe dike, onye mere ihe dike. Ọ sị gị na afọ ya bụ nna nyere ugo, ugo nna ya nyere ya. Ọ sị gị na afọ ya bụ ọ nọ n'enyi, enyi. And then so many other wonderful names Igbo give themselves. After it resonates within, it arouses within him this feeling of strength, power. Go abụọ na-eme ọdịnala omenala Igbo. Form the habit of ituchi gafa. Ituchi gafa. Chọpụtasịa afa ga-flow from within you. Ya bụ ijide ọjị n'aka ma ọ bụ nzu ma ọ bụ nkwụ ọkụ. Ị na-akpọchi gị otu anụ anya bịa tọọ ọjị, ị na-etu ya afa. Afa ya bụ ị na-etuchi gị akpata oyi a na-awụ gị n'ahụ. Yes. Afa ga bụ ị na-etuchi gị otu anụ nwa. Ahụ gị niile adị ka ya akpata oyi eju gị ahụ. Afa ya bụ ị na-etuchi gị otu anụ ị na-enwe aṅụrị. Because if those feelings that are being aroused in you by all these names ị na-etuchi gị, nwanne, forget, it fuels your chi more than na igburu chi ga-efi. It fuels the energy of chi gị more than na ọ bụrụ na ọ bụ egbunu ka igburu ya, more than igburu chi gị ọkụkọ, more than igburu chi gị ewu. It fuels your chi more than all the more than any aja ị ga-achụ onye chi gị. Yes, let me tell you. You know, when people don't understand the concept of energy, ife bụ energy, ife bụ mmụọ ike. Igbo sịrị onye bụ chi, asị na chi bụ ike. Some people don't understand what ike actually means. Iche na inye chi nne is just only when enwere ọkụkọ nwere ewu ma ọ bụ ma ọ bụ efi na-egburu chi. Learn to feed your chi with your emotion, with your feelings. Tuo chi gị afa. The name that will arouse the right feelings within you. Ihe the number one secret in your go. Ekwugo me here before, but I'm just repeating it. You know, nothing where Ezinwa never tell one now. No secret where I never give one. But the only thing is that in your the kankuzi anwa, people don't pay attention to it. I don't see if you follow my teachings, if you follow my teachings, one your height and more will skyrocket. But people hardly, because Ezinwa Anaedo agba ndị mmadụ bịa ka m bunye gị ike, bịa ka m merụ gị ife ka igo moto, bịa ka m merụ ka ịlụ ụlọ elu, bịa ka m merụ ka ime nke a. Ezinwa Anaedo ekwudosi, so sometimes people don't really pay attention to my teachings. So that is number one. The name Afine Tuchigi, regardless of Alpha. Agbarigano Alpha, I know onye do to a lot ago. Well done, all those ones were just. I am talking about something that flows within you, something that is original to you. You don't have what you got for no makana na dibia fast again. Na dibia fast again. Or you won't know a man or lot go. Not was it shigi the name of the person. When that term to me is nonsense. So my favorite name I like calling my she oblo afa ho dibia bata na afa. Abukula afa nne na nna mgbara mo bo no onye do otu alolo go wa. No ife do otu awa afa. Man, sometimes if I take that name and trash it, and I'll generate for me by myself the name I want to be calling my she that resonates with me. It's about me. It's not about onye bigo on in the past. It's about me here and now. Onye amelon funde na agbari na beribia. I want to do after to know the name of my she. I laugh at them. You got evil spirituality, a man that na such thing I do unnecessary. It's unnecessary. So that is number one. Number two, Obogene, the image you have in your mind about your she, the image you create. Image, that is mind, your thoughts. The image in your mind is actually spoken, is actually words that have not been spoken, or that is not spoken, that is expressed mentally. What is your mental image about your she? The mental image about your she should be the mental image that you form by yourself. The mental image you form by yourself. It shouldn't be the mental image of when you are going to go. You are going to no, none of go. And a photo, no, to accord. A bruiser for that is not it. By yourself, form a mental image of a chicken. So that in a tuchigafa in a tuya, that image will crop up in your mind. Mental image of Chigi. When you talk about your she, what comes to your mind? What image comes to your mind? We live in a world of subconscious mind, subconsciousness. The subconscious mind is the mind that makes use of images, symbols, signs. When you say your chi, when you hold oji in your hand and you are calling your chi, shimo biata oji. When you say shimo, what comes to your mind? What comes to your mind? The image of your chi in your mind should not be the image of the obesiji where doshige. No. That one is another person's image, another person's artwork. Now I'm talking about your own artwork that is original to you. Can you image email about Shigi? What does the image you hold about your she stir up within you? What does the image stir up within you? So, these two secrets, the name you call your she and the image you hold about that your she, these things are channels that help you to energize your chi. So that key another nature that na no until ni nwula ọkụkọ gbuoro shi ga ebu ninye shi gị bụ na energize ya shi gị no until ni nwula ewu gbolo ebu ma we fi gbuoro shi gị no nya bụ na ninye juo shi gị afọ a na-enyejukwazi mmụọ afọ site n'itu ya afa a na-enyejukwazi mmụọ afọ site na echiche gị banyere the mmụọ. Yes, your mental construct about the mmụọ, your mental image about that mmụọ. All that mental image ka ọ ga-abụ mgbe ọbụla ị conjure ya in your mind, it makes the more present with you there and then ebe ọbụla ị nọ na. I don't know if you understand. For instance, mmụọ ikwu nne m, you know, most times nchọ imeri ife, what I just have to do, maybe na m chọrọ ịwara ya ọjị and I don't want to go to the shrine here, maybe because of distance or convenience. Ihe mmemme bụ o nwere ka m kwụrụ zọdọ ụkwụ na-aja ana chiru n'iru anyanwụ akpọọ m ya bụ mmụọ ikwu nne m. Once m kpọrọ ya, image that I hold about that mmụọ ikwu nne m comes up in my mind and I begin to speak to her with that ọjị n'aka. Ka m gwakwa gị o, ịfụrụ n'ụwa anyị nọ na ya, there is no difference between the image you hold in your mind and the image you hold in your hand. There is no difference between the image you hold in your mind and the reality that owns that image. There's no difference. Onya mere na enwere m ike ịdị na-alụrụ gị ọrụ mmụọ, for instance, o wee bụrụ na maybe ejiri m picture gị to connect, mana afụgo gị anya before, enwego mental image about you, enwe m na-alụrụ gị ọrụ ahụ, na-alụziri gị ọrụ ahụ, enidrozi m foto gị nya ka m jide picture gị n'aka, enidrozi m ya. Ihe nidiri ime bụ gịnị? Your picture is already registered in my head, in my mind. What I just need to do is to bring up that your picture that is already in my mind, that I'll place it on the screen of my mind. And I'm and make sure free everything I got perfect. Do you understand? Your image that I hold in my mind, there's no difference between that image and you in reality. There's no difference. So, what is your mental construct or image about Yoshi? And what are the names that you call Yoshi? The mental image you hold about Yoshi, don't be surprised that now with time, you begin to see it in your dreams. Elozian Lochigicho Ibarogama something or will image Meruni Sigi about that Yoshi. Where goes. Afa he ne tuchigi. Don't be surprised. Idinana. Ina no afa ahụ na nlo. Ma ọ bụ ifu onwe gị ka ị nọ na-etunye buchiga afa ahụ. It will transmute into your ethereal, your astral environment. It will transmute into it. Onya mere nji agwa ọnụ, dreams are shaped by what we have in our mind. If you want to shape your dream, then shape the things you have in your mind, the information you feed in your mind. Like in the bad dreams, nightmares and all that. Some of those dreams will be the projected image in your mind, the image you allow yourself to pick from the environment, stored up in your mind and also in your emotions. So elusion and logging, all those images will start manifesting. Sanitize your mind, sanitize your emotion, and everything will be set right. Let me tell you. I can acquire more. Every inquiry I make was like an obia, my candle one of my sister. I never quasi monthly ratio, my candle shall you say the next month ratio, I know how to do. nke ọ bụla ị chọrọ, you chat me on WhatsApp. Ị chat ya ma ịgwa m nke ị chọrọ. Straight to point, akpọna m akpọ na call. Just drop ozi na WhatsApp and I'll respond to you. My WhatsApp number is 08032477868. My name is Ezinwa Anaedo. I come for the total restoration of Ọdịnanị na Omenani Igbo. Ka emesịa.